Today we're in for a real treat because I'm with Nick Heineman. Welcome, Nick.
Thank you, George.
Owner of Looks Market, located at 69th and Western in the Heather Ridge Village. Nick is going to cook some unbelievable food. You are a professional chef, aren't you?
I have been in a former life. I now run a market, so I don't run any kitchens, but I have in the past.
Before we start that, let's talk about Looks for a second.
Sure.
Because I can tell you Looks is my favorite place to shop.
Well, thank you.
Because if you go to Looks and you buy ribs, Nick or his staff will pick out a sauce and a rub you've never tasted. Prime choice, fresh seafood 2-3 times a week, and wines. He's a French wine expert. You don't go very many places that can actually help you decide how to do it and when, and it's fun. You and your staff are really the greatest.
All of us like to cook. We've cooked professionally.
Yep.
You know, if there's something that you don't know how to cook or something you're unfamiliar with, we can help you out, any one of us.
Tell me about some other things you have going.
Well, we're actually introducing new equipment at Looks. We've brought in a new knife line called Hammerstall and pots and pans, and then also we are featuring the Good One smoker, which is, in my opinion, the top of line smoker. Charcoal, hardwood.
I'm this close to getting that thing.
I'll talk you into it.
It's a cool machine. It's a cool machine. What are we cooking today?
We're cooking ossobuco milanese, which is a braised veal shank, which is going to be over saffron risotto. Nice, simple dish, very good comfort food.
So let's get started.
All right, let's do it. Here we've got the veal shanks. This is one whole shank. We just cut in half, picked off the ends. We're just going to season this up. Now we want a nice hot pan.
Olive oil?
Olive oil.
Okay.
We're going to let these sear. Brown on all sides. You want to take your time with this.
Okay.
Even turn your pan down to about medium high.
Okay.
Don't want to skimp on this step. This is the key to braising.
Okay, beautiful.
Now we're going to throw in our carrots and celery and onion. We'll let these go for another 6-7 minutes as well. Now we can add the garlic. We didn't want to add that right away because that would burn.
Yep.
We're going to add our tomato paste. Not a ton of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons. The tomato paste is just going to help break down that meat, make it more tender, give a little bit more body to our sauce too. We're going to do a dry white wine. I just have a dry Pinot Grigio here.
Okay.
Stick with the country of origin. And we're going to bring this to a boil, let it reduce by about half.
Okay.
Now we're going to add in our veal stock.
Chicken stock, could you use
Chicken
beef?
stock, beef stock.
Okay.
You can use all those. I just happen to have it, and I figured I might as well use it.
Okay.
We're going to put our shanks in there, George. Then we're going to add a couple bay leaves and a tablespoon of dry thyme. We're going to bring this to a boil, slap a lid on it, and pop it in the oven. Take about 2.5-3 hours.
Oh boy.
Okay, George, now we're going to make the risotto part of this.
Okay.
Good amount of olive oil in your pan. First, we're going to sweat out the vegetables, the aromatics, the shallots and garlic, and then we're going to add our arborio in. So this is one of the key steps to risotto. You want to not brown it, but you want to toast this rice.
Okay.
It'll start to look pearly. 1/4 cup of the same white wine we used in the ossobuco. It's key to have something that tastes good for your wine in this dish.
So the quality of wine is what you're saying makes a difference.
Very important.
Okay.
Add our saffron, just a pinch is plenty. Now this, as we go along, will just start turning bright purple. But you can see it's already getting creamy. Now we've got our hot chicken stock.
So you're gonna let it boil this hard, Nick? You're gonna shut it down a little bit?
I'm gonna bring it down a touch now that we're up to the boil.
Just to a simmer?
Just to a simmer. We're gonna watch it, add stock in as we go.
Okay.
Every 2-3 minutes. And
Gotcha.
Okay, while that risotto's cooking, George, we're going to make the gremolata.
Okay,
now,
which is?
Gremolata is basically a garnish for the ossobuco. Okay. We're going to use rosemary, parsley, garlic, and lemon zest.
Okay.
You want to do this as close to the end as possible.
Okay.
Because then your herbs stay fresher, your lemon stays fresher.
Right on top of the meat.
It's going right on top of the meat. It's falling off the bone right now, so we're going to set this here, let it rest for just a minute while we finish off the risotto. Okay, so this is tightening up.
Yep.
Good Parmesan cheese here. Make this nice and creamy, give it good flavor. So now we just bring it together.
Okay. So Nick, I can tell you it's the coolest thing I've seen ever.
Well, thank you.
Why ossobuco? Why do they call that?
It just means bone with a hole.
And Nick told me you reverse your fork and you go after the marrow. Unbelievable flavor. Tell people something they might not know about Looks.
The name Looks has been around forever. It's always been known as a very quality meat market. But in the last several years, we've tried to emphasize everything around the meat too. So come and talk to us. We'll help you learn how to cook something like this and answer all your questions.
You absolutely will. For more about Looks, to get this recipe, go to placeandplate.com. That's all the time we have. You are the man.
Thanks, George.
Thank you.